It's our last morning here at Sunnydale, and I realize I haven't given you a tour of our room yet. So let's come on inside and see what's here. As you walk in, you can see a full-length mirror and the door to the bathroom, which is in use right now, so we won't take the tour just yet. Over here, we have sort of an alcove that has plenty of space to put your things. And over here, light switches, and also we have one of these things to conserve energy. You know how you have to put your hotel room key in the thing to save the energy, but this hotel uses physical keys, so you can't use your keys, so they give you a special dummy card to put in there. And here is the remote control for something. Looks like an air conditioner or something, but I'm not sure. We've never found this air conditioner, so we've never used it, but apparently there is one. And here's some artwork. And then you come into, frankly, I'm making light of this room. It's quite a nice room, but here it is. It's quite big. We've got two beds over on the side. We've got a lot of empty space here in the middle. I'm just going to walk over this way. We've got a window looking out across some of the other hotels in the area and some gardens. Then there's a sort of a desk-like thing, but there's no chairs for you to sit at. And come along here, and in that section you can see a nice little sofa and kind of a coffee table where you can sit and watch TV. And then finally, here we have the balcony, which I will admit is a bit on the small side, but the view is quite dramatic. Let's just walk along in here and get a good look at this. This really is the crowning glory of this room. Just a toilet. That's just the necessary stuff. We've got a big rain head type shower head plus a big soaky tub, and that comes in very handy if you've been hiking up and down these hills. And the bathroom has its own balcony. Frankly, I'm surprised it's still here this morning because this shutter is loose. I tried to bolt it in place again, but it was smashing against the glass all night long. And here you can see our other balcony from this balcony, which is very nice. Oh, look! We found more stairs! We actually found those stairs while exploring below the hotel. They lead to this little garden and this lovely deck, where if they'd had a lawn chair, I could have spent yesterday. Want to see my nightmare? There it is. I've avoided using one of those so far. That's good. We're waiting for the bus, and it's going to take us back to Taichung, where we're going to be picked up by Shuan's relatives and spend the rest of the day with them. We're pulling into Taichung now, and there is the high-speed rail leaving the station. There's been a change of plans. The relatives can't pick us up, so we're at loose ends for the next 3 hours until it's time to meet them at a restaurant on the other side of a town we don't know, with no way of getting there. Despite the Carton King having a fascinating display of more cardboard artwork in the train station, we decided that our best bet would be to find some place to go with air conditioning and try to enjoy ourselves. We chose the Taichung Science Museum, if we could just get out of the station. Fortunately, the train station is also the bus depot, and we were able to find a bus that took us to the Science Museum. 给张纸吧。
They're so cute.
我要找地方出去。Just about the time we got to the interesting part of the museum, the relatives called to tell us that they were at the restaurant an hour and a half early, and that we should head on over. We finished the dinosaur section before heading out. I was pleased that they had updated both the baby T-Rex and the raptors to reflect a downy coat of feathers, something Jurassic World has failed to do. If they're hunting this guy, there's not much meat on his bones. A taxi ride later, and about 4:30 we arrived at this yakiniku shop. Hot coals and raw meat are brought to the table, and everyone joins in, preparing the food. The kids had a lot of fun preparing the food at the table. Finally, it's back to the high-speed rail station for a nighttime train back to Taipei. It's so smooth you can barely tell when it starts moving. Back in Taipei, it had been raining, and the word was that the government offices and schools would be closed tomorrow because of the pending typhoon.